Okay, welcome. We are working on our lecture guide 2.4, 2.4, formulas and percents. Now we have using formulas and percents. We've done some percent work already and a little bit of formula work, but we're going to do a lot more today. All right, find the numerical value of the variable indicated when given the following values. Okay, so this is a formula for simple interest. And this gives you the amount of interest, the money in interest. So find I when P is 5,000, R is 0.0425, and T is 2. So we're just going to put this straight into our calculator like that. 5,000 times 0.0425 times 2. 425. All right. So that's my answer. $425. All right. Find little a. That's this guy. When big A is 16, and that's 1/2, H is 4, A plus 3. Okay, so we're going to have 16. Half of 4 is 2. Now, we can multiply the 2 in. Yeah, that's kind of what we've learned to do, so let's do that. 16 equals 2a plus 6. Don't forget, we have to do it to both terms. I'm going to subtract the 6. I have 10 equals 2a. Divide the 2. 5 is a. All right, now you can check that by putting the 5 back in for the a. So we would have 1/2 times 4 times 5 plus 3. If this equals 16, we're good to go. So this becomes 2 times 8, which is indeed 16. So 5 equals a is my answer. All right. Okay, rewriting the formula means that you rewrite it using our properties of equality so that it's set up to be whatever you're solving for equals. So like in the first one, it's going to be t equals. The second one, m equals. The third one, x equals. Okay, so you get the idea, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Solve for t. Well, really, there's only 2 terms, so if I divide both sides by r, so our answer would be t equals d over r. All right, here for m, first I'm going to subtract the c. That eliminates the c. Now I have to divide both sides by c. But that isolates the m. So m is equal to p minus c over c. You don't need to simplify that any further. It's a concept. How to simplify that is something we haven't dealt with yet. So I would just leave it. Solve for x. So we're solving for this guy. So we're going to subtract off the b first. So y minus b equals mx. Now we have to divide off the m. Y minus b over m. That's what x is equal to. I did a minus, sorry, equal to. All right. Now we're going to solve for d. This is a little more complicated. So first we're going to subtract the 15. P minus 15 is equal to, we can rewrite this as 5/11ths d. Just because it's in the numerator, I can pull it out and put it next to as a multiplication. So that means I'm going to multiply both sides by 11 over 5. Okay, so I have to simplify this a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute. I get 11/5 p minus, now when I multiply the 11/5 times the 15, the 5 will cross out, leaving 3. So I have minus 33. All right. Now we're going to solve for, whoops, sorry, there we go. Little a, sorry. Okay, first thing we're going to do is move all those multiplications off. So I'm going to multiply this side by 2 over h. That's an h. Okay, 2 over h. So what I have is 2a over h equals a plus b. So now I just have to subtract the b. So I have little a equals 2a over h minus b. It is important that the b be separate from the fraction portion because it's not part of the fraction. H is not dividing b. So you need to make sure that it looks like this. Somebody tells me I forgot to box my answer here. There we go. All right. Basics of percent. A percent literally means part per 100. 100% means a whole amount. A percent less than 100 means part of the whole. What does over 100 mean? More than the whole. Changing a decimal to a percent. Move the decimal point 2 places to the right and attach a percent sign. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right here. So, to the right. So 0.56 becomes 56%. 1, 2, this is 0.4%. 1, 2, this is just 4%. 1, 2, this is 110%. Changing a percent to a decimal. Now we go the other direction. So we're going to move our decimal places 2 places to the left. We have 0.54. And 1, 2, we have 0.004. 3% is 0.03. 150 is 1.5. 1.50 if you want to see them all. You don't have to put the 0. All right, formulas involving percent. Amount is equal to the percent times the base. B and P is the, the base is B and P is the percent. So the best way to do this is to translate this. So when you see the word what, put down your variable. When you see the word is, I'm making my picture backwards. Okay. Equal is. When you see the percent, you need to write it in the decimal version. Okay, so this is the best way to do this. So what is 8%, oh, that was the other thing, of is multiplication of, so times 300. And that's your answer. So it's actually really easy. So we have 0.08 times 300. We get 24. What is 16% of 90? 9.6. Alrighty. 8 is 40%, so 0.4 of what? So I'm going to divide both sides by the 0.4. That looks like a minus. 0.4. 8 divided by 0.4 is 20. So the answer is 20. Okay, 6 is 60%, 0.6 of what? Divide both sides by the 0.6. 6 divided by 0.6 is 10. Okay, 32%, 0.32 of what number is 51.2? Okay, we're going to divide both sides by 0.32. 51.2 divided by 0.32 is 160. So 18 is what percent of 90? Now this is going to give us the decimal. Our answer is going to have to be in percentage, right? Because all these other equations, we've entered percent as a decimal. So it's going to give me the decimal equivalent. All right, just so you know that. So I divide both sides by 90. 18 over 90. I get 0.2. So that means 20%. All right. What percent of 7.5 is 0.6? So we divide both sides by 7.5. We get 0.6 divided by 7.5. And I get 0.08. Which is 8% when I convert it to percentage. All right, percent increase and decrease. To find the percent increase or decrease, first find the difference in the change. So what that means is, if you're looking for the percent of increase or decrease, you have to find out how much you increased or decreased, right? So you find how much you increased or decreased, and you put that. That's your A value. That's your final answer, right? Okay, so if 5 is increased to 9. Okay, so my amount of increase is 4. What percent of the original number? Okay, so 4 is what percent of my original number, which is 5, right? So I divide by 5. 4/5 is 0.8, which is 80%, which is what it's asking. All right. If 8, we're basically done. Okay, if 8 is decreased to 6, so my amount of decrease is 2. The decrease is what percent of the original number, which was 8? Okay, divide both sides by 8. It's going to be 1/4, so 2/5. 0.25, right? Yep. So this is 0.25, which, is 25%. Okay, and we are done. Okay, good job, guys, and we will see you in class, I hope.